And I want us to break this down into a more modern and a practical way. I want to look at what it actually looks like today and how you can handle it. Now, we want to bring this into real life because I know most of you normally do disrespect your own people, but you are not even sure what you did. Like you disrespected somebody, but you are not sure what you really did. And sometimes we want to look at what it can look like today. What can this disrespect look like? Now, the very first thing is what we call public undermining. You are mocking or you are criticizing your partner in a public way, but you are not even sure that you're doing that. Sometimes you're even making jokes that put him down. Maybe you say, you know what, my husband is very short. You see, that one is a joke, which you are putting it, you are communicating in a public place. You think that it is something that is laughable, but it is disrespect. You see, calling somebody, he might be short, but calling him short is already disrespect. Sometimes it's like maybe sharing private issues with your friends or even online. If you start sharing your issues, maybe you had a problem with him at home and then you now go ahead and start sharing it with friends and all of that. That is total disrespect. The second way in which you can disrespect somebody is constant criticism or contempt. Talking to him like he's incompetent. Talking to him like he's incompetent. Sometimes it's even a comparison. You're comparing him maybe to somebody else that you know. Like you say, you know what? His husband normally does this and such a thing for her. What about me? Why are you not doing the same to me? Sometimes ironic. Somebody talks to you or somebody even tells you, you know what? I am planning that by the end of this month I should be able to afford such a thing. And then you start rolling your eyes. You're like, So you see, you already portray that he is not capable of reaching that goal which he has set for himself. So that one alone is disrespect. Sometimes only focusing only on what he does wrong. Because I know somebody might be bad. He might have maybe done something that is wrong. But you cannot just focus on something that is only those things that he does which are wrong alone. Third one is ignoring or dismissing his input, making major decisions without involving him, acting like his opinions don't matter, so interrupting or shutting him down. Are you okay? So reaching there, when you make major decisions without involving him, you are actually disrespecting him. But I know most of you have done that. Some of you have gone ahead, you've bought land outside there, which you haven't even involved your husband in it. Some of you have acted like, you just come inside the house and not just doing your own things without even considering or even asking whether what you are doing is the right thing or even whether what you are doing is something that he would want. So interrupting or shutting him down. You are having a conversation. Your conversation is a matter of I'm speaking, you are listening. You are speaking, I'm listening. But now if it reaches a time whereby I'm speaking, you are speaking, then now you're not speaking. What we are doing is we're not having a conversation. We are quarreling. So that's a quarrel. So another way in which you can show disrespect, or you can maybe show disrespect but you're not sure of it, is withholding support or partnership. You're withholding support or partnership. For example, say you planned on the two of you planned to pool together the resources and purchase something. Then after he has already got his part of the money, now he asks you, you know what, we had agreed that we are going to reach 1 million shillings. The moment I have reached 700,000, you promised to give me the 300,000 so that we can add for this amount of money to reach 1 million for us to be able to purchase such an item. And then you are like, why would I waste my money on you? You see, you are withholding some, and it's not because you are not capable of doing it. It's just because you do not want to do it. You do not want to have anything that deals with him, or you do not want to have a partnership between you and him. So that is already disrespect. Competing instead of cooperating. You want to compete instead of cooperating. You see, when you are having a relationship, the Bible will tell you that two will become one. So you shouldn't be competing against each other, but you should be working together to make sure that you realize whatever thing that you are doing. Then also refusing to work as a team is the same as competing instead of cooperating. Another way can be emotional hostility or stonewalling. Emotional hostility. You find somebody gives you this silent treatment. You try to communicate something, he does not talk back or she doesn't talk back. See, you are talking to somebody, this person whom you are talking to does not reply your messages or whatever. Another one can be maybe like passive aggressive behavior. You find you had a problem at work, and so now what do? You had a problem at work, but instead of you solving this problem while you are at work, you now carry all of that grudge and everything, and you push it towards your partner. That is what we call passive or aggressive behavior. Then another one is using affection as a weapon. I've seen this in a lot of relationships and marriages, using affection as a weapon. You know very well that you are loved, so now what do? You start now behaving in a way that doesn't really reflect that love. Because you know very well, I can just hurt him and then he will heal. I can just do whatever I want to do and then he will do what? He will just go ahead with me. He will just tolerate me. And we have a lot of ladies who are treating their men like that. You find because you know that you are loved so much, so you can just do anything that you want and he is going to running back to you. You see, that why there's respect when you talk about a relationship. So respect in a healthy relationship is not blind obedience or silence. You do not just follow blindly. So as a wife, you can disagree, you can set boundaries, you can also speak strongly and still be respected in how you do it. You do not need to be this type that does not listen. So in practice, how to handle disrespect? You can handle it by, you can address it. Also, you can look for the root cause. Why is there this disrespect? You can rebuild the mutual roles. That is the biblical model is the husband you love, protect, that is, and lead with care, while the wife you respect, you support, and you are a partner. But both of you need to trust each other in that. Then also you can set boundaries if needed. For example, respect doesn't mean tolerating emotional abuse. When somebody becomes emotionally abusive, it does not mean that now you have to set boundaries on that. Also, you're not supposed to be manipulated just because somebody respects you. Then lastly is chronic disrespect. There is this chronic disrespect where it now becomes too much that you cannot handle. Healthy boundaries are completely consistent with the biblical principle. And also, if it reaches a point whereby it's becoming too much, what you can do is you can consider outside help. For example, from a counselor, a mentorship, a trusted mentorship from a trusted couple, or a faith-based guidance where you can go to church, you can talk to your pastor, you can sit down together, and then you can communicate. But the bottom line of all of this, disrespect today is not just one person failing a rule, it's about a breakdown in mutual honor. So that is a strong marriage. In a strong marriage, both people feel heard. All of you should feel heard. Both the people should feel valued. That is, all of you should feel valued. And also both of you should adjust and grow. So it should not just be a way in which only one person is the one who has a voice, but it should be a situation whereby both of you should be heard, should be respected, should be... when you realize that there is some disrespect, that is how you can know whether you're being disrespected and how you can handle such. Thank you very much.